Welcome to Round 5 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of July 20th. I'm Nicole Lairdix, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Today we're taking a break from talking and complaining and obsessing and instead shouting out things other people are doing that we think you'll find as useful or enjoyable as we do. We call this our Roundabout Roundup. So we'll get started here. I recently saw my husband using this fine piece of technology because now he works from home and has a home office. And I was like, I could use something like that. So I bit the bullet and paid the money for it because it's not cheap. I got myself something called an Apple Magic Trackpad. And what it is basically the trackpad on your Mac, your laptop. And it's like its own unit. Like it's like a mouse, but it looks like a trackpad.
Yeah.
And it's awesome for times when you don't want to be resting your hand on your keyboard, or say if you've got like your laptop mounted up on like a little stand and you don't want to have to keep reaching up to use your trackpad. Yeah, it's very handy for like webinars and video conferencing, and for when you're just plain lazy and don't want to reach over.
Then too.
So I'm really enjoying it. I have to say it's worth the money. So,
yeah, because
shout out this week.
when I do video calls, I would like to move the computer farther away from me, so that I'm not like just chin to forehead in the frame, because that's what happens if it's close enough for me to actually touch the trackpad. So I can see the benefit of that.
Huge benefit. And
I don't have an Apple,
for those times, for those times when you want to elevate your laptop far above your head so it can look down.
Exactly.
The bird's eye view of, from your camera. You don't have to reach up. You can just sit back and...
Neat.
Yes. It's very, very useful. I highly recommend it.
Sounds fun.
So, Catherine, what do you have?
Well, not that this is becoming a vacuum cleaner podcast, but a couple weeks ago, Nicole talked about her wonderful vacuum cleaner that she loves. And for my recent birthday, I asked for and received a Roomba robot vacuum.
How is it?
Because, I have 2 dogs, and one of them in particular is like, just sheds all the time. And as I've also mentioned here, I have 2 out of 4 residents of this house who walk around with their shoes on and track stuff all over. So now I have the Roomba. Her name is Ruth, because you get to name them.
Fun.
And my husband said, "Why'd you give it a woman's name? Are you implying that only women can clean?" And I did consider changing its name after that, but it's like a pet. It already has a name. And it's kind of fun, I gotta say, just watching it like bumble around and bump into things, and it can really fit under pretty much all of our furniture. And just goes around and does its thing, and it fills up. The bin is not very big, because it's a small device, right? So, but it fills that sucker up every single day. Like if I pretty much run it every day, because if I didn't, then, it couldn't handle it. So,
so it's actually worth it then.
I mean, I like it. And like I said, I got it as a gift. I didn't shell out for it on my own. But yeah, I mean, it's because it does the job, and it's rather entertaining to watch. And, you have an app on your phone so that, it can disseminate information about your household, but also, you can just open up the app and push clean, and it just will start doing its job. So I could be not even at home and tell it to go if I wanted to.
Nice.
And the dogs are a little bit, the dogs deal with it, like they really hate other vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
And this one, the first couple of times they barked at it and they chased it and they were like, what is this thing? But eventually they just are like, okay, fine. It's not really bothering me. So they got over it.
Mm-hmm. I would have thought they would have thought it was some sort of rodent and like dismantled it for you.
Yeah.
But no.
I mean, the dogs are small and the thing is small, but it's not super tiny. So.
All right.
I like it.
Well, fun.
And what about you, Terry? What do you have?
Well, I mentioned, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, that I got a new iPhone, one of the new iPhone SEs. It's, prior to that, I had a 5S, which I still love. It's still sitting on my desk doing things for me, but there were many newer features that it would not do, and one of them was Apple Pay in the Wallet app on your iPhone. And so in setting that up and seeing how it worked, it's very exciting. And I decided to try out the Apple Card, which is Apple's credit card that you set up in the wallet. And
yes. Mm-hmm.
My excuse for doing that, because really I do not need another credit card, was that I was going to take it for a test drive, and then it might be a good first credit card for my daughter, who has had trouble getting credit cards because she has no credit history. And I think that Apple is pretty much giving these to everybody. We may be proved wrong in that, but it was great. You give them a little bit of information. I was approved immediately, and I figured I would just set it up for my Apple expenses because you get 3% cash back on money you spend on Apple. So I get I have my Apple Music subscription every month, so I set it up for that and for various cloud storage things that I pay for and other little things, like maybe I bought myself a flat charger just to try out the credit card, and maybe I got Apple Care just to try out the credit card. Maybe I had perfectly good reasons for doing that. It had nothing to do with the credit card, which is why, ladies and gentlemen, you don't take out extra credit cards because you want to spend things with them. But I am really enjoying it. It gives you so much information right in the Wallet app. You can see all your transactions. You can see information about them. You can find out when they cleared. When you get your cash back, you get it immediately, and it goes onto your Apple Cash card, so you can theoretically spend it if you're buying things big enough to make money that is spendable. Like I have $4.13 now, which I'm not sure what I guess I could go buy a donut. But anyway, I like that you immediately get your cash back, and it's just fun to play with. It's fun to look at all the little statistics it gives you. It gives you your weekly activity. They have a chat support, so you can right away, if you have a question on something, get in touch with somebody. So far I am liking it very much. If I go through a month and, a billing cycle and see that it seems to work really well, I will recommend it to my daughter, who buys more things that I am comfortable with through the iTunes store, and so should at least be getting some cash back. So if you have been thinking about trying the Apple Card, go ahead. It's fun. I really like it. And I really like playing with the wallet and doing things with it that I was not able to do before. And that is it for another week of Parenting Roundabout. If you missed any of our earlier episodes this week, look them up on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts to hear what we have to say about decision-making for kids, independence, and our recent mistakes. You can also find all of our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. And please visit our Amazon shop at amazon.com/shop/momitude, where you can find links to a lot of the things we talk about here. Have a great weekend, and see you back here on Monday.